Hey guys, it's me Red. Today I'll be drawing Marceline in my art style, which, let's be honest, is basically Marceline but with me struggling for the first 20 minutes. First off, I just want to say a massive thank you for 416 subscribers. That's a lot of people. Imagine all of you guys standing in my room right now. It would be a fire hazard. That's like how many people were in my graduation. Thank you so much for subscribing and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. One of my videos really popped off and it got 2,000 views, which honestly, one of my biggest achievements here. And I didn't even notice because, to be honest, I got secondhand embarrassment looking at my own stuff. At this point, I just cringe and keep going. Now, if you've been here for a while or if you've stalked my old videos, you probably know I used to be more into traditional art, but now I am switching on digital art. Actually, it has been months. I think it was after this artwork. So if you are one of my followers in TikTok, you know. Which, if you like my videos, go follow me in TikTok. Let's be mutuals. I am more active there, or should I say upload videos faster than here, because this artwork has been here for a while now, but I just couldn't find some time to edit. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy traditional painting. I like painting. We have this love and hate relationship. If you've been here for a while, I've been talking about that. I've spent so much money and time with paint that if gouache were a person, we'd probably be a common law married right now. But here's the thing, one painting can take me days, even weeks, and I'm not even exaggerating. And I don't exactly have unlimited time because, you know, school exists, homework exists, and group project exists, and school apparently thinks it's my full-time job. I only really get the weekends to work, and even then, weekends somehow get filled with homework, group reporting. They love making us do that instead of just teaching us because they're too lazy to do that, and they would make us do homeworks like their standard of an activity has to be in a project level. Like, you have to put designs, it has to be immaculate, and only for it to be only having over 20 points. And they wouldn't even give you a perfect scores even if you have poured your blood into it. Or that one teacher who just loves assigning 5,000 word essays, and I know she doesn't read it. Okay, when she checks our essay, she looks at the names who wrote it and give the scores based on our academic level. It's that unfair. I just hate it when they keep giving us homeworks. Like, please, ma'am, I'm just trying to have my own time and paint without my back giving up on me. For me, the weekends is not that long, resulting to me pausing my works. And look, I promised myself I'd stay consistent here on YouTube. I really wanna take this seriously because, okay, this might sound really cringe. We have thought about this. You guys have thought about this at some point, but I wanna be a YouTuber. Like, for real. I know everyone says that at some point, but I mean it. Honestly though, making videos, creating art, and connecting with you guys, it makes me really happy. Also, can we talk about... Okay, I know I'm not the only one experiencing this. If you're an artist yourself, you know. Okay, back pains. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how much painting hurts physically? Like, nobody warns you about that. You think you're just gonna sit down, vibe with your paints, listen to music, and create art. But no, 3 hours later, you're sitting there like, oh cool, I made something pretty, and also, I now have the spine of a shrimp. I swear my poster while painting could get me cast in a horror movie. You know, the feeling like your artwork looks really nice, but you'd be having this back pain for the rest of the week. Did that happen to you? Cause that happened to me, and I'm not even exaggerating, it got to that point. I painted for 2 days straight, ignoring the pain. I was that committed, and I can't explain how much it hurts. It feels numb, like to the point you can't feel someone was touching your back, but feel this intense pain at the same time. That's actually one of the reasons I switched more into digital art. It's just faster, cleaner, and way less stressful. Like, if I make a mistake digitally, I just hit undo. Simple. One click, boom, problem gone. Meanwhile, in traditional art, if I messed up, oh no, that's not just a fix it in 2 seconds kind of mistake. That's a cry into your sketchbook for half an hour and then try to convince yourself it's supposed to look like that kind of mistake. And listen, I've gotten so good at lying to myself when I paint. Like, I'll see this random blob or smudge on the corner of my sketchbook and I'll be like, oh, that that's part of the aesthetic. Or I just put some stars or something just to cover the smudge. Like, I'm so jealous with other artists, like, their artwork is so clean and I try to be clean, okay, but I don't know, there would be like smudges and stuff. Maybe I'm just born messy. Also, digital art saves me from ritual cleaning. Traditional painting is 50% making art and 50% fighting for your life against dirty water cups, crusty brushes, and paints that refuse to come off your hand, no matter how much soap you use. Like, isn't gouache supposed to come out easily? Why does it act like it's a tattoo ink? I'll wash my hands 5 times and somehow there's still blue on my thumbs. Don't get me wrong, digital art is also really hard. Like, people who don't draw love to say, oh, digital is easy, you can just undo everything. Okay, true, but also false. Because sure, I can undo a mistake, but can I undo my entire identity crisis when the line still looks wrong after 57 attempts? No, I cannot. This whole attempt at switching to digital isn't even my first time. Oh, no, I've tried before many times actually. It always started the same way. I'd get super hyped, open a blank canvas, pick a brush, and think, this is it. This is my new era. And then 2 hours later, I'd be staring at the screen, wondering why my sketch built like that. Every time, I always end up discouraged. Like, the tablet would feel weird, the lines wouldn't go where I wanted them, and I would think, maybe I'm just not meant for digital art. Maybe my destiny is to suffer with gouache forever. And I'd quit again. But this time is different. I'm actually committed. I don't know what switched in my brain. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's because I want to be consistent. Maybe it's just because my back is tired of bending like a shrimp over traditional paintings. But now I am really pushing through. I won't lie, digital art still makes me want to throw my tablet out of the window sometimes. Layers get really confusing. Brushes don't behave the way I expect, but I realize the difference now is that I'm not giving up right away. Before, the moment I felt frustrated, I'd just close the app and tell myself I'd stick to what I know, but now I'm telling myself, no, we're staying here, we're learning, we're suffering together. I'm finally letting myself be bad at it for a while, because that's the only way I'll actually improve. And honestly, I just stopped expecting perfection right away. Like, past me would question why my digital artwork is not as good as my traditional artworks. So yeah, it's still hard, it's still frustrating, but I'm committed this time. And maybe that's the secret. Commitment. Not running away the second it gets uncomfortable, not comparing my 1-year-old digital skills to someone else's 10 years of experience. Just showing up, practicing, making messy lines, and eventually, maybe, drawing something that doesn't look like a rejected Nickelodeon character. I'm still learning day by day, and honestly, it feels like such a huge journey. Every time I open my tablet, I discover something new. Sometimes it's a cool trick in IB's Paint. Some days it feels amazing, like I actually know what I'm doing. And there are days where I spend 2 hours drawing an ear only to realize it looks like a potato. But I am learning to laugh about it instead of giving up, because progress isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent, and that's where you guys come in. I really hope you'll be on my side as I keep growing and improving in digital art. Your support honestly keeps me going. Every comment, every like means so much more than you probably think. Sometimes I look at my drawings and only see the flaws, but when one of you notices something good, it reminds me that maybe I'm doing better than I think. So yeah, I hope you'll stick with me through the awkward learning phase, the messy lines, the weird proportions, because one day I know I'll look back at these early attempts and laugh, and it'll feel even more special knowing you guys were here for the whole journey. At the end of the day, I just want to keep improving and sharing that process with you. Even if it's messy, even if it's cringy sometimes, even if my backstory runs take longer than the actual speed paint, because the truth is, it's not just about the final artwork, it's about the growth, the process, and having you guys here with me while I figure it out. Day by day, little by little, I'll get better. And hopefully, you'll all be right here with me when I do. So, this is Marceline in my art style. If you like my video and my artwork, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in my next video.